Alrighty, everybody. Welcome to this, I guess you could call it a tutorial or maybe just a demonstration. In this, I'm going to be using, found right here, instrument rack and simpler. Simpler will be, you'll see. So we're going to be using instrument rack. So maybe I'll just take it off so we can. So you go into here, instruments, instrument rack, and we're going to drop that there. And to not bore you, I just made a couple samples earlier. And what's neat is these are from a monophonic synthesizer, an analog synth. And yeah, this is a kind of a cool workaround. This isn't the only way. There are a zillion, what do you call it? Like samplers or whatever you want to call it. You can create your own custom instruments, but we're talking about simpler. And so I'll just play some of these, and so I kind of had a low bass going on here, and I used like an LFO to modulate it, so it wasn't the same sound over and over. Same thing here. Let's see. I don't know. Is this boring? You can skip ahead if you want. You get it. I guess I thought this was brash. It's so brash of you, dude. Whoa, calm down, buddy. You're so brash. And then, just for fun, I went outside and I recorded my wind chimes. So let's see how we're going to use those. Stay tuned. Be like every other YouTuber, beg you to subscribe. Yeah, right. If you want to subscribe, go ahead. If you don't, I really don't care. So. Yeah. All right. And I'm going to be using my Arturia key step for this. Not as clacky sounding as the grandmother, which you can use for MIDI. So we're going to turn this on, and you see it's saying drop an instrument or a sample here. And I'll say, okay, I will then. Whoop. So let's just drag that down there. And you see it opens an instance of simpler. And if we put this on record. Done. Tutorial over. And with simpler, it's obviously not as good, quote, as good as, I believe it's sampler that you buy with Ableton. Because with sampler, you could record, like, say, multiple octaves and put them in. So, it's not time stretching as much, but it's not the end of the world. I think that's close to where it was actually recorded, and you go down, it sounds all right. So say if you're making a custom instrument and you know your octave range, just sample close to it. Okay, so we have that. Put some and you'll see why I recorded such a long strip. Soon enough. Oh, you'll know soon enough. So let's put our spring. Whoa, where'd it go? Wish I could edit out that sound. Looks so incompetent trying to show you what to do here. So let's just hear this one. And you notice when it's armed here, it's playing anything that's in the instrument rack. I just turned off the sound so we could hear this. Here's both of them. And you remember I left the release, so you could control every parameter. So here's the... Okay, you get it. So let's put in that buzzy one. See how it sounds. So you can already get an idea of where we're going here. We're just trying to make something have a unique sound, a dynamic sound. We ain't even close to done. Okay, so you know what? I don't like purple. This has nothing to do with anything, but let's just change it. What would make it red? Nah, red's too easy. Orange, there we go. that has nothing to do with anything. Okay, so we got that. Let's turn it up a little. Let's put a long release. And then if I just let it play, you can kind of hear it's not the same sample. And you'll see what I'm talking about here in a sec. So like say you just left it as is and you play. You notice the playhead right here? Every time I hit it, it's just the same sound every time. Same sound every time. And what we're going to do is, if you had Max for Live, which I am actually really thinking of getting now, up here you would have a Max for Live, and within there you would find an LFO, which you could assign to knobs. Let's see. So, and then you could automate it to do stuff like this. So now watch, if I keep pressing it, it's never the same twice, right? You're always getting like a unique sound, even with a chord. So, you know, just as is, I'll show you a cool thing that you could do. So we got this sound. Let's add this in. Let's leave the release on that too. And let's make this one, let's turn this off here. Let's make this start slow. I don't know why I keep saying, you'll see why I'm doing this. Just know that there's a reason that I'm showing a lot of this stuff, okay? I would never steer you wrong. Alright, so check this out. Now if you click on Control and turn up, you know, you get an LFO of sorts in here. So I'll exaggerate so you can hear what it's doing. That's when you get in the cold water and you're a guy. Okay, so where are we? Let's see. Let's make it pan a little. You know what? How the hell with it? Let's leave it on there. Let's turn it down so it's. Here's a trick for anything in life, food or anything. Less is more. You need to do this. That's what everybody would do. So just do it till you can kind of hear it. And we'll turn on this here. So there's two. Starting to sound pretty cool, eh? Alright, so then what do we have here? What was this one? Holy little boring ass sound. Sound like a kid's show, like a western. I play my harmonica out here in the wild. God, that sounds not good. Okay, so let's. You know what? Maybe we'll. Okay, so we aren't done there, so this is kind of a low bass sound, so let's put a little more volume to it. Is this the one I made? Which one did I make come in slow? I thought I made this come in slow. This one should come in slow. Alright, so now the nice thing is for each of these parameters, so let's get this bassy sound. On purpose, I got a lower octave so we can just beef up the sound. Because we all want beef sound, right? I was gonna buy that sound, but it just wasn't beefy enough. So just for fun, let's put... What should we put on this? How about nothing? Alright, so this one comes in slower, remember? So what I'm going to do is put one of my little go-tos that I like. So let's drag it right onto just that specifically. Now listen. If you put Valhalla Shimmer on anything, I mean... You could put Valhalla Shimmer on anything and it will make anything awesome. So now just that voice is going to be doing that. So here we go with... then say you wanted it, just bring it in till it's just starting to, and this is all to taste. Do whatever you want. Sample your best friend talk and make an instrument. I really don't care. So we're all right, and there's no real plan behind this. We're just having a bit of fun. So let's see, what's this do? You know, I was thinking maybe we'll put like a Valhalla delay on you. Kind of like this one here. Sounds like an old tape. Let's take out some of the low frequencies, longer feedback, and let's make it ping pong. I was a ping pong champion. Feedback means how long it's gonna kind of stick around. It's gonna linger. Oh, you gotta linger. Got a lingerer. Let's beef these up a little. I guess I sampled them pretty quiet. Now, do you hear it in there? So here we go. I mean, not here we go, but check this out. I should have said we're making a pad. That's what I should have said. I'm a sucker for pads, so let's beef up these quiet ass samples. And oh, what the heck was this one? I forget. Didn't he? The stepchild, didn't even have him in there. Oh, this is the guy who comes in and ruins everything, no? That would be cool if I did that. So let's see. What was it gonna do? Let's just hear you by yourself. Sniff. What am I missing? I don't know what's going on there. I'm kind of an idiot, maybe. Okay, you know, it's not that important. It really isn't, because I have the other ones doing funky stuff, but we'll keep this guy. Okay, let's take a little bit of that feedback off and mix it down a bit. Remember, I was on who said less is more, and I just cranked it up like an idiot. So anyway, so there we go. Isn't that cool? See, there's various effects on each instrument. And very soon I will show you why I recorded longer clips that were modulated in ways like what I said, like, you know, like if you really listen, you hear it kind of messing with itself and not just being like, like, it's a dynamic sound, I guess you would say, you know, it changes. So chimes. We forgot about that. So let's throw the chimes in there. Let's turn warp off, otherwise it warps the sound of those, and chimes do not sound good warped. And what should we put on there? I was thinking, I mean, they sound magic enough, but mental block, where are you? Sound toys. I like crystallizer. Let's put that on there. Just get some. Ooh, let's just go with the default. Sounds good. Saves time. Maybe we'll throw it on a bing bong. And again, let's just turn it down. Whoa, you hear that? Concert. Okay, isn't that rad? Okay, now this is the part you remember I showed you start earlier. Now if you had Max for Live, you could take an LFO and map it to these start things, but we don't have that, so let's just go show automation, or you could even map it to a macro, and then you'll have dials here and you could map it to your MIDI over here. And yeah, you could tell which parameters. So anyway, blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean. And if you don't use your software more, you'll figure it out. So we'll put on show automation, and just for fun, I don't know, we'll just make let's make it loop to 13 because no one likes 13. So this line here in automation is representing our start point. So just for fun, if I put a lock here and a lock here, did I put a lock there? And a lock here. No, I did not. Bad boy. So now look. Now if I hit play, watch, see? It's moving along the sample. And let's put it on loop, and let's put a bit of fade on it. And let's just get that in. Now watch. If I'm just going to play like, say like a C chord, play it again. Now you're kind of getting that idea of dudes like me who work with analog synthesis, hands-on, where, you know, the sound is very dynamic and it's not repetitive, blah, blah, blah. And, it, you know, you do stuff like that. It's the little things that you do. So, no, you know, for the sake of this demonstration, we're just going to 13, what is that, bars or whatever. And I just have it on loop. So let's do to this one here as well. So let's say show automation. Show me your automation. And let's make this one a little... What in the hell's going on? Okay, so... I'm just, for this, let's make it go back so it doesn't have a mega loopy sound. Let's put a little dwoop there and a little dwoop there because we think we're cool. And look, let's pull our endpoint back out and it will loop within there. And I like to put a bit of fade on because you notice the sample's getting quiet at the end there. Ooh, see now look, if I press it over and over, press, you hear it? It doesn't sound the same. So it doesn't sound just like robotic, like, you know, if you just did a robotic non-dynamic thing, you would notice, everybody would notice. Everyone would be laughing at you, all pointing at you and stuff, and then you'd like run out of the room crying. I mean, that actually happened to me. Yeah. That's actually what drove me into making this tutorial. His sample, his instrument doesn't sound dynamic, haha. Pressing over and over. Actually, let's make this one a little more funky. Holy. I think they said the Titanic is sinking. Sounds like Morse code. Alright, so let's hear how they sound, these ones together. Now we got some dynamics in there. Check it out. We are gathered here today to celebrate this thing called life. What kind of world do we live in where we got no chimes in our samples? So let's get some. Oh, actually, just wait. What are we gonna do? Same thing, just for fun. I mean, you could do it to any of the parameters, but let's just do it with this one. Let's make this one. I don't know if I'll pay the price for this, but let's just make it. Okay, now this is the one. It's really. I just stopped talking. So this is the one. It could really be cool because, you know, if you just had the one sample, it would just kind of always be in the same spot. So now look at that. Oh, it's running through the sample. So at any given moment in time, it's never the same twice. Isn't that nice? All right, boys and girls. Let's see what they all sound like playing together. Oh, and you notice I have this on play. You see it's clicking away and it's playing. You know, these dynamics will not apply if it's not playing. See? Ooh, already, see? And now we have our instrument rack. You thought I was done? You could take an effect and put it on everything. Let's just use presets for now. Let's just exaggerate it. Isn't that cool? Let's crank those chimes just for fun. Whoa, dude, calm down. Oh, and now we're higher up in the octaves. You know, it kind of works but doesn't. I mean, just sample close to whatever octave you're going to play in, but here's high. And I'm thinking that there is a way. I don't have a sustain pedal on this particular rig. I have one upstairs, and no, I'm not going to go get it. I have a different, you know, like a full-size weighted keyboard. And I'm assuming you could, on instrument rack, use your sustain to control your sustain. That was pretty self-explanatory. But this one sounds better suited down here. Wow, just sounds like when Forrest Gump's leg brace came off. Let's turn up Forrest Gump's leg. You guys remember that when his leg braces broke? And we started running. Let's see where it would go. From that day on, if I was going anywhere, I was running. But remember, less is more. I love ketchup, but you don't smother the stuff with it. So scrape some ketchup off there, buddy. Have some dignity. So, I don't know more. I was going to say, I don't know more. Done talking. I don't know more. I don't know what more to say. Let's just try a couple things on there, just for fun. Oh, let's see. Dirty vocals. the sound of that. Singing a real dirty song. 2 Live Crew uses this setting. Oh, there's our echo. By no means is it a perfect 100% very harnessable instrument, or it is. You would have to set up a lot of parameters. I think even after today, I'm going to go pick up Max for Live so I can start automating parameters, so I don't need to go hit play and put in these pre-map type things to get a real dynamic sound that's real. Like it, an LFO would be controlling these to your settings, and you can make them move around each other. What's another effect I could try before I just tell you to get out of my channel? Let's see. Oh yeah, hey, check this one out. I like doing this. So sometimes I like putting Abbey Road vinyl on things. Oh, let's take off the noise. Oh, that's actually just for fun. Let's make it sound like it's just for fun, because making stuff sound crackly is what people do for fun. Shut up. So now if you put a little bit of this and then, and I'm sure you got other things, but this is kind of like, it flutters the sound, kind of like, you ever heard an old record, like it goes, or say an old recording, and they kind of got that, it's kind of that, sounds like something's going wrong in your head type idea, but look. What the hell? That's not what I was doing. Say it, chimes. So you get it. Put a little bit of wobble on there and flatter. Let's go deep. Oh, let's go deep. So deep. Okay, we ain't hearing this. Let's see. Self-taught, I play more guitar and stuff, but when no one's around I pretend I'm good on a keyboard, but yeah, so try it again, lower octave. Boop. 1972 called, they want their crappy sound back. I don't think I have anything. Well, I have lots. I have lots of stuff I could show you. Waves. What the heck else? Oh, there's this. J37 is cool. It's like an old. The Beatles gave me the tape machine. I like what you did. Love the Beatles. Can't play it. Oh, I think I can play. Hey, I'm back. Put some reverb on me. We are gathered here today to celebrate this thing called life. And we live in a day and age where you can make cool ass sounds like this, where you are limited by your imagination. You can make anything, it'll be your creation, and you can show the nation. So I want you to take your one good hand, and I want you to raise it up into the sky. Then I want you to say, thank you, Ableton. This concludes Ableton training. Hey, my battery's dead. Perfect timing. All right. Stop. Let's get this thing.